Shifting our attention now to the Babri Masjid demolition case, all the 32 accused have been acquitted by the special CBI court. Getting in now, AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi for more on this. Mr. Owaisi, many thanks for speaking with CNN News 18. First of all, the Supreme Court observations in this matter during the title suit of the case last year, does it make you believe that going to a higher court in this matter can change the verdict?
Well, you see, I am of the opinion that this court has given a very erroneous judgment, and this judgment is not based on evidence. This judgment basically rewards those people and exonerates them who were instrumental in assembling and calling the people on that black day of 6 December 1992, when these leaders were present on the dais, and because of their provocative acts and speeches, ultimately it led to the demolition of the Babri Masjid. And that is why I feel that for CBI, for its own independence sake, should file an appeal. I don't know whether CBI will do that, whether Mr. Modi as a Prime Minister will allow the CBI to file an appeal, because it is Mr. Modi's government which has rewarded Mr. Advani with the highest civilian honor. And if CBI doesn't appeal, I am of the opinion that people who believe in the judicial and justice system of our beloved country and also the Muslim Personal Law Board should file an appeal against this erroneous judgment which has been given today.
Mr. Owaisi, do you see this as a failing of the CBI alone in not being able to provide enough evidence in this matter, or the judicial system?
Well, you see, I'm told it's a 1,000-page judgment, and once I'm able to read it, I can give you more pointed answers to your very important question. But on the basis of what little I know, I can tell you that the CBI in its charge sheet had also pointed out that the then Chief Minister, Mr. Kalyan Singh, had told to one of the witnesses who said this in court, that Kalyan Singh said, "Rok construction par hai, destruction par nahi hai." The charge sheet also said that Mr. Advani has the conspiracy in Vinay Katia's house on 5th of December. The CBI also said that Mr. Advani told the then Chief Minister Kalyan Singh not to resign until the complete demolition of Babri Masjid takes place, because he didn't wanted Mr. Kalyan Singh government to be dismissed. It is also a fact that Mr. Kalyan Singh government went to the Supreme Court and gave an affirmation that they will protect the Babri Masjid. And that contempt petition is still pending in the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So there are numerous evidences which not only the court disregarded, but even the Supreme Court in that civil dispute had called this a calculated act of destroying a public place of worship. The Supreme Court in that civil title suit had said that this is an egregious violation of rule of law. Now, I am really perplexed, and I want to know that was magic done? Was Mr. P.C. Sarkar there, that he did a magic wherein the whole masjid was demolished? I know, as a student of law, I want to know how many days and months of preparation is required to disqualify an action from being spontaneous. This is crazy. This is strange. How can such a judgment be given?
Okay.
That tomorrow, if I give a call that people should come and assemble at your TV studios in Noida, and God forbid anything wrong happens over there, can the court say, no, Owaisi is not responsible? He didn't give a call, and people came and did magic and demolished News 18 studio?
So
would you agree to that? As an anchor, please tell me, or as an employee of your organization.
So two questions from here that I want to ask you. One, if we go by what the court has said today, that this was not pre-planned, but a structure was demolished, so there were miscreants who demolished the structure, is the acquittal of all 32 accused in this case then erroneous? Because even if we go by the verdict and believe that it was not pre-planned, a structure was brought down.
Exactly. And may I correct you, it's not a structure. It was a masjid, and
yes,
it will always remain a masjid. because so it was a must. So, and you're absolutely right. Then who did this demolition? Was it an act of God? Was it an act of magic? Did someone come and hypnotize all those thousands of people who were called by whom? They were called by Mr. Advani. They were called by RSS. They were called and they were supported. They came from Maharashtra and different parts of India. They took the brick of Babri Masjid as a token of their bravery, which was complete cowardice. So you are absolutely right. A masjid was demolished, and this is a pertinent question that must be asked. And who's responsible?
Okay. Another question,
It
Mr.
was
Owaisi.
these leaders who stood there. Sadhvi Ritambarao said, "Ek dhakka aur do, Babri Masjid tod do," and now you exonerate all of them. And lastly, may I point out to you, Mr. Bhagwan Goel, who was the North India head of Shiv Sena at that time, today while going inside the court, he said, "Yes, I admit my role in the demolition of Babri Masjid." What more evidence is required?
Yes, so a pointed question to that point as well, because our legal editor Utkarsh Anand tells us that the court has thrown out videotapes that were provided as part of evidence in the exhortations that were made to bring down the Babri Masjid as being doctored. Now, as an advocate yourself, sir, is a forensic examination of the tapes that can be done, and this can be proved in a higher court, you believe, that these tapes were not doctored? Is that a possibility?
Well, you see, these are all issues related to FSL, but okay, let us for a while disregard those video evidence. But please, I want to know that who gave a call to the people to come over there. You were presiding over the demolition which took place. You see, if I take a permission to protest, the police will tell me if anything goes wrong, you're responsible. Now here it's a classic case of brazenness where every rule of law was thrown to the dustbin, and people were called by whom? By BJP, RSS, Shiv Sena, and even Congress party. And then the subsequent demolition takes place, and then you say, no, they are not responsible. If I take a police permission, if I take a permission to give a speech, who's responsible then? I'm not responsible. If that is the case, then please remember, tomorrow anything can go wrong in this country.
That is why I asked you that question, sir. And as an advocate yourself, when you are saying that there is so much evidence that is available, even in the public domain, when the videotapes of that are provided in court and they are rejected as doctored, can they be produced in a higher court and proved that this is not doctored? As an advocate, what do you say?
I am of the opinion that the court erred completely. It's an erroneous judgment. They should not have disregarded this piece of evidence. And please understand that those brave, your media fraternity, people who were there, they risked their lives and came to the court and gave their version that we were there on that day, this is how it happened, and these are the leaders who are responsible. I salute all those police officers who were safeguarding Mr. Advani and those leaders over there. They came and gave evidence. The court disregarded even that. That is why I feel this is a fit case to appeal, and I hope that all the right-thinking Indians who believe in justice and in ensuring that these people who are responsible should be punished, it should be appealed. This judgment has to be appealed in the higher courts of law.
So now two final political questions to you, Mr. Owaisi. First, on the silence of the regional parties in Uttar Pradesh, the Samajwadi Party and the BSP have so far not responded. How do you read this silence?
Well, madam, I would tell you that the Samajwadi Party and the BSP, when Madam Mayawati was the Chief Minister and Shri Mulayam Singh was the Chief Minister, the Supreme Court said, please join all these 197, 198 FIRs. All of them slept on it. They procrastinated it. It was only the Supreme Court after the Samajwadi and the BSP government didn't join these two FIRs. It was the Supreme Court which did it. So their keeping quiet is very well understood.
Okay.
And please, at this point of time, please do not forget the role played by Congress Party.
So that
Had the Congress Party had the Congress Party not allowed the locks to be opened, had the Congress Party protected the masjid, this judgment would not have come. So all these regional parties and the national party with BJP, Congress, they're equally responsible.
But today the Congress Party has reacted to this matter. How would you respond to that?
Kamal Nath was sending bricks for the construction of Ram Mandir. Shrimati Priyanka Gandhi welcomed the Bhumi Pujan. So Congress Party is equally responsible. Had Rajiv Gandhi not opened the locks, this day would not have come. So Congress Party cannot throw wool over my eyes. The people of India understand your hypocrisy. You're running with hare and hunting with hounds. It is not going to work. Your so-called secularism has been thrown to tatters, and people will give a benefiting political response to these hypocritical games which are being played by Congress and Samajwadi and BSP party.
All right, Asaduddin Owaisi, many thanks for speaking there with CNN News 18.